Hello bros and welcome to SFX0 BroFive production and the next part of Sakura Beach. We didn't get any special pictures in the last clip, so I hope we're gonna get two now. Otherwise I have to find out something extra or so. Alright, start recording right here and let's load where we left off last time. It seems Momoko can never get enough of the water. She a champion swimmer at school too. Some of the students joke that she is actually a mermaid that grew legs instead of fins. Naomi isn't going anywhere near the water though. Is something wrong, Ayumi? Nothing at all. I just don't feel like swimming today. It'd be more fun just to relax today. She lets out a loud yawn. I guess I can understand why she doesn't feel like swimming. First special pictures. Hopefully we'll get one more. As I sit on the beach with Ayumi, I slowly drift off into my own thoughts. Looking back at her, I notice my eyes are moving of my own accord. I can't help but look at certain things. What's on your mind, you fool? I immediately snap out of it and look away. Nothing. You got that look on your face again. But it's not like I'm worried about you or anything. I just think you look stupid when you do that. Just thinking about the upcoming exams. Why think about that? We're here to forget about our worries, aren't we? Yeah, but don't you think it's a bad idea to not worry about it? I want to do really well this year. Maybe reach the top of the class. I'm telling this to Ayumi, one of the smartest students in our school. She just shakes her head at me. No, you fool. You don't think I can do it? It's not that. I think that you're doing it for the wrong reasons. What do you mean? Are you doing it because you want to get into a good university or something? Or is it just to show off? That's actually a good question. But it's not that I'd rather not think about right now. I don't know, I just feel like making a change. Sometimes you have to make an effort to become better, don't you? Might as well strive to become the best. Actually, I just keep going and see what happens. It worked out so far. You don't need to be the best to be happy. In fact, I think too many people overlook their own happiness to chase lofty things. She happily flicks her legs up and down. Look at Momoko for example. She has terrible grades, but she never lets it get her down. Sadie, I just wanted to tell you, you need to start looking at things on Earth, not in space. There may be something you miss if you don't look. Something that I might miss if I don't look. I can't think of anything. Then you need to look harder. I know exactly what she means. Ayumi stands up, stretching herself and letting out a loud yawn. I would be really easy to fall asleep here, listening to the waves. Hey Sadie, you look like you were spacing out for a minute. Remember? No daydreaming allowed. I wasn't daydreaming about space. Don't worry. Just think about things. I guess I can be excused this time. But don't think I let you get away with it next time. What were you thinking about? It looked like you were deep in concentration there. Concentration? Yeah. Just musing over something Ayumi told me. I can't shake this feeling. Something has been bothering me since I came here. Both of them. I don't know. When you were with your friends, you can sometimes tell when there's just something wrong. It's not obvious or anything, it's something very subtle. Yet, due to how subtle it is, I can't really make a big fuss out of it. Because you don't know if there's there or not. But I'm fairly certain this time. It's something bothering them. The only thing I could possibly think of. They're coming out of the water now. I think it's a good time to ask. Ayumi, I just thought I should tell you something. When you swim, it doesn't look like swimming. It looks like more like something they call drowning, and you don't want to do that, trust me. Spare me your condescending advice, Momoko. I'm getting better every time I go out there. Before long, you will have to ask me to save you. I doubt it. How can you just say that with so much certainty? Very easily. Ayumi just looks crushed. You too. Can I ask you something? Both of them look at me. What is it, you fool? Yes, silly. Moko draws way too close to me for comfort. Did you want to know about my 3 sizes? I don't get it. So shameless, said he. But if it's you, I gladly reveal all. No. That's not what I... Oh, so you want to know? Don't put words in my mouth like that. I wasn't going to ask about it at all. She's getting completely off track from what I want to say. But it doesn't look like she's going to stop. But are you even just a little bit curious? She grins wickedly as she says that. If you come a bit closer, I'll whisper it to you. She leans over and puts her lips close to my ear. I can feel my heart skip a bit. Wait, why am I letting myself... My 3 sizes are... No, Sadie, don't let yourself get distracted. She pauses, releasing the momentary silence. A secret. I can feel my heart sink as she says that. She was teasing me the entire time. I have to keep my secret, Sadie. If I just go around and tell everyone, there's no secret anymore. She is pure evil, this girl. I can't believe I let her distract me like this. But now I'm going to... That's enough. You act so improper all of the time, Momoko. I am sure that Sadie prefers someone who knows when to act mature. On the other hand, Ayumi, she doesn't need secret at all. I know all the 3 of them. You will stop right there. This pervert doesn't need to know that at all. I don't want to know anyway. What? Do you mean you don't want to know? Am I not good enough for you, fool? But wasn't she mad about the idea of me knowing? Oh my, Ayumi. Maybe you secretly do want him to know. Anyway, what I wanted to ask you was about how you two have been acting. What do you mean, silly? There's been nothing unusual here. If you're referring to how we tolerated your presence here, that is a favor I was willing to grant from the beginning. Acting surprised about it now is ridiculous. It's just that... How do I put it? I've noticed something over the last few days. Something? Like what? Momoko actually taking this seriously. What is it, Seiji? Seiji again. Ayumi is taking it seriously too. Did something happen to you two before we came here? Just feel like you two haven't been yourself lately. There's no problem, isn't there? Maybe. I cannot for certain for certain. Alright, this is weird. I do not pay attention to my problems. Well, that's Momoko for you. I'm not admitting if there's a problem or not. No. Do not be deceived. But if there was a problem, what do you think this problem may be? Well, both of them seem to be anticipating my question. How do I put this? They seem to get edgier and edgier. So, do you two like someone? Both of them seem to get into a state of shock. Goodness. Momoko is actually flushed. She never is flushed, actually. Does she like someone after all? Don't ask questions like this. This is right to pry. Isn't right to pry a lady's privacy. What's wrong with you, rumor monger? I was just wondering. Both of you are acting a bit like that. You were talking to each other and blushing a fair bit before you went on this trip. Were you talking about who you like? Both of them seem to get going in a meltdown. Great, jets of steam erupt from the airs. Am I not far from the truth? Seiji, you can't go and ask things like that. You have to work it out yourself. I suppose that was the point of this. Their acting is far more telling than anything else. I think I'm finally onto something for a change. What brought this up anyway? Why did you ask this now? I didn't want to because I thought it might distract you from having fun. But whatever this is, I think it's bothering you both. So if you want to talk about it, I'm right here. That's Seiji, always so concerned of others. It's not often that I see Momoko taken so far aback. Well, I'll be serious with you. Maybe I do like someone. I don't know for sure just yet, so don't think I'm admitting to anything. Not at all. Well, anyway, I know him for a very long time. He's someone very special to me. Well, you'll see what happens though. Right, the uncertainty must be bothering you. You're absolutely right about that. If there's one thing that amazes me every time, Seiji, it's your intuition with these things. Don't give him too much credit. Alright, Ayumi. Is it the same thing with it for you? I don't have to answer that if I don't want to. But because it's you asking, Seiji, I think I might like someone. This is a massive news. They might like someone. But then again, they could just be playing a trick on me. Momoko is particularly loves to tease me with such things. Ayumi, on the other hand, no, she's rarely ever forward about what she means either. I know full well that she usually says the exact opposite of what she's meaning. For now, I just presume that they're being honest with me. It's someone you're very familiar with. Someone I'm familiar with. Who could that be? Since both of them are so popular at school, there's heaps of guys they talk with. Well, most of the time they react guys rather than talking to them, but either way, they do know a lot of people. But they also said that it was someone that I knew. Why do they look so nervous about this anyway? Would it be a bad thing if I discovered who it was? It suddenly occurs to me who it might be. Me. Like, could it be? Both of them look really excited. The captain of the basketball club. The expression turned really sore. What? He talks to you too all the time, doesn't he? Well, not so much talk as get brutalized by them all the time. He just keeps coming back more determined than ever though. Momoko just pouts. So close, yet so far, said he. I would not like him in 1,000 years. I honestly can't believe you sometimes. That guy is a complete idiot. Even more so than you are. So I honestly don't know who it could be. Both of them let out a heavy sigh. One day, said he. One day, maybe. Maybe you work it out. Somehow I don't think so. She actually looks really upset by this. Momoko, are you okay? I don't feel like swimming anymore. Bending over, she quickly grabs her things. Not only do you completely fail to understand my feelings, but you won't tell me what's wrong with you. What's wrong with me? But I'm fine. We both know that you're bothered by something. You got that look on your face. That solemn look. She begins to wander off from the beach. Hey, where are you going? For a walk. Alone. I open my mouth to say something, but I think better of it. This isn't going to a good time for me to say anything. Looking back at Yumi, her stare is drilling a hole through my head. I'm afraid I feel the same. I need some time alone. This is something I say a lot, but but you really are stupid sometimes. We trusted you enough to talk about our feelings, yet you avoid talking about your own. What do you mean? My feelings? You know exactly what I mean. If you think you're fooling anyone, you're wrong. It's beginning to make sense. Maybe I had nothing to do with love at all. But I've been subtly pushing them away from the notice. Ayumi drags herself out of the shallows and marches off into the opposite direction. For a moment I just stand there and try to process what just happened. It wasn't really my place to ask about who they like, I admit. But why did they react like that only after I got it wrong? They looked so happy when I was going to guess. Perhaps they aren't upset that I asked, but because I got it wrong. Damn it, I really wish I was smarter sometimes. Or maybe I just don't understand them because I'm a guy. What should I do in the meantime? Neither of them want to talk to me right now. Maybe I go for a walk too. They should have their phones on them. I'll be able to message them later and see where they are. Well, they're so obvious. They don't get more and more obvious than that. But I didn't like how this clip turned out because they're both sad, and I don't like that. Well, better they're sad than being vicious, because that's a real bad. But at least hit like, subscribe, and see you next time. BroFive!